Hello everybody, welcome back. So today I'm just going to do a little bit of a collage. I've got my Pixie magical chalk paint and French macaron. I have Bun Beanie cocktail. I don't know. I'm just going to make a background. Blackberry cobbler, and then I have marshmallow in case I need to lighten this up. So I've got this canvas. As you can see, it's dirty, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna paint right over that. So here's the French macaron, and I'm using, so this is my you guys know I love my Shortstop brush, right? But this one I may have mashed a little bit too much, which is great because now I can use it to make texture, right? And I can even kind of frizz it out a little bit more. And so, got a little chunk there. I'm just putting some color on, making a background. There's no rhyme or reason. This is just a free play fun. Okay, I actually really love that. Blue is my color. I always revert back to it. I feel like this is going to be a collage about me. And I want to protect this paint because the pink Pixie magical chalk paint does reactivate. So I want this to be the constant background. I'm going to put stuff over it. Some of it's going to get covered up, but I don't want the paint to reactivate. So I'm putting a coat of the Meltdown on it, the Paint Pixie Meltdown. It is a wax-like finish. Really, really great top coat. Okay, so I just dried that with my heat gun. Now I have this cool stencil. This is the Jamie Ray Vintage Cottage Lace. And I think I'm going to stick it in here. I think I want to do white. So just going to do this part. Really, really nice example of asymmetrical balance there. And let me grab my marshmallow. I just need a little bit. I'm going to grab a stencil brush. And I'm going to make sure I offload. Then I can kind of keep dipping into this pile here. That's super pretty. I really like that. Let's see if I put it back on. And then I want to put some up here as well. So let me just I'm just going to move it and stick it up here. Okay, I dried that. And then I put another full coat of Meltdown on it. I've got a couple other stencils with me. I have some of these really cool Seth After stencils from Stencil Girl. Let me grab some Distress ink. All right, this might be insanely crazy, but I think I'm going to try the Shabby Shutters. And this will be subtle, which is why I chose the Distress ink. Right, I'm just really building my composition and building layers. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. All right, I'm going to put one right here. And it's really subtle, right? That's okay. That's what building is all about, right? I'm going to grab another color. Let me see. Let me grab yet another. I'm going to try shabby or broken china first. I'm just going to put, let's see what it looks like if it's blended. You might need to use the faded jeans. That's kind of fun. See how that's kind of gradiated? Pretty cool, pretty cool. See if I can... Maybe I had it on the opposite way. Nope, it's going to go this way, isn't it? That is fun. Feeling like I need a little... Grab my little applicator here. Okay, so I put some ink on the applicator and I'm just going to kind of work that around a little bit. I grabbed a second applicator. Links to all the products that I use will be in the comments below. So if you are wanting to try something, you can find it there. I've got the Pixie paints, Distress inks. It's catching some of that texture. Woo, that is like nails on a chalkboard, friends. Going to heat set this ink and then I am going to move along. All right, so I've got my Stabilo All pencil in black and I'm just gonna kind of sketch out okay, so this is just a little sketch to begin with. I'm going to take my soft gel and just kind of get it at the edge of this favorite brush from the Turquoise Iris collection. And just activate my Stabilo All here. All right, so for these finer details, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, I'm grabbing my Tipsy brush. Both of these brushes are from the Magic Pack collection. It's a great pack of brushes. You get 5 brushes It's a really, really handy pack to have. I think I have 3 or 4. I use them a lot. That's what I'm saying. All right, I am moving on. I have a few pieces of this RoyCycled tissue with this big old giant rooster on it. But what I like from it are all of the typography on it. So I'm thinking about adding some pieces to this. So maybe something like this along in her. Maybe. So I can kind of see through it to my line. Let's kind of cut this one out and see if I like that. So I'm just going to take my wet brush. Pull it off and see. Put it around the bottom too here. I kind of like that. So my line it's a little bit off, but that's okay. I can just fill that in. And then I might draw the collar back on. So that I like, so I'm going to commit to that. Let me get my decoupage gel out. You can find that on my website. All the links are below. I think I mentioned that already, but here is another brush from the Turquoise Iris Magic Pack, and it is the Assistant. Put a nice layer on top. She's so cute. All right. Shouldn't put that too far. I'm gonna let that part dry. Kind of like the Made at Durham Warehouse. Definitely like it there. I think I like this. I'm going to have that kind of curl over too. I have this other Seth After stencil from Stencil Girl. It's pretty cool. And I want to use, I want to use the black soot distressing. I'm going to use the sponge applicator. This time I've got my favorite crayons out. Just wait, that's coming next. reactivate. Ooh, I like that. Let me see if I want to add some of these. Okay, I love that. I'm just going to darken this a little bit here. All right, let's get some color out. All right, to start with, I got some yellows and greens out. So these are the Caran D'Ache Neocolor 2s, and this is the lemon yellow, light olive, yellow, and yellow green. So I'm just going to play around. You see I already kind of started. I get excited with these, so I usually can't wait to play. I'm going to take a little bit of water and I'm going to put it down on my mat, if I can find it. Here it is. I'm just going to get this wet. And I'm going to bring some color into this gal. And I'm going to go ahead and say this gal is me. Representing, right? A little red on it. Let's get that off of there. I'm going to edit this a little bit. I don't really like this black up here anymore, so I'm just going to get my paper towel wet. And my canvas wet. Just kind of see how it's bringing that up. There, that looks better. Looks better, friends. I And that's what you want to do, is just continually edit and edit and edit. So I also like using my paper towel as a tool. So I'm just kind of blending this in here. I have the fluid acrylic in Titan Buff. And then I just have another, this is the Pale Rose Blush. I'm just going to put a teensy weensy bit of that down as well. Teensy weensy. All right, and let me just kind of play here and add some color. have my, what color is this? Lemon yellow. Sorry, I just hit the camera. Just kind of bringing a little bit more color into her shirt. And hair. So you see, I just keep building and building and building and building and adding. And for that matter, subtracting too. Okay, I'm just taking the gel and just activating this, and that will set it in as well. Oh, hi, Max. Apparently somebody thinks that I was calling her. Get off of here, you stinker. You want to get some gel all over you? I can do it. Come on, you. Get yourself out of here. Get yourself out. I have this new stencil from Caran D'Ache for Stencil Girl, and again, all the links will be in the description. I can't remember the names of everything. I'm not good like that. And I think I'm just going to put this work in progress on here. Sorry, moving the camera. I might actually, let me get some tape real quick. Just going to mask off these other areas so I don't accidentally stencil them onto my piece. There we go. All right, do I have enough on my brush? I think I do. Ooh, I love that. Let me dry this. I love this stencil because it has so many really amazing little phrases on it. What was on here that... Oh, you know what? I sharpened my Stabilo all on here. I'm like, how did this get black in it? Sorry, I know I'm moving the camera. Let me stop that from shaking. Oh, that's so adorable. All right, I'm just going to add some finishing touches here. I'm just going to take some of this blue that I've been using. What color is this? Just cobalt blue, I guess. I am going to re-outline just to define these lines a little bit more. My paper is coming up right here, so I will fix that. I'm going to outline her little collar here. Okay, I definitely want a bird up here. I think these are all too big. Considering that one, but I feel like it's too big. I might want this little baby. What about this one? Oh, I kind of like that. I almost feel like it needs to be raised. I think it might be that one. Let me see what I can grab. Okay, I gotta use this. I've got this mica. Yet another stencil brush. I'm going to be using the clear embossing pad here. I always just make sure I have a lot of this on. So you really can't see it, so I just make sure I go over everything really well. Okay, and I'll leave the stencil there. Hopefully this will turn out. We're just guessing here, folks. We're just guessing. Okay, I'm just dipping my star brush into the mica, and I'm going to brush it right over the whole stencil. All right, so that's cute, but I can hardly see it. So I need to grab something else. But I also love the idea of just getting some of this mica in her hair. Because it's really, really pretty. It's kind of subtle, but... maybe a little down here. It'll just give it a little sparkle, right? All right, let me see what else I can use for the bird on top of her head. Okay, I think this is gonna do it. It's dark, but it is the Raven Black Sparks by Art Alchemy. Let me get this right back on top. Exactly how it was. I think I'm gonna take a piece of tape though. Tape is terrible. It keeps ripping. And I'm going to get back down there. I'm going to tape it right here because I don't want to, and then I might put a piece over this guy too. I don't want to, in this case, I don't want it to get on the canvas. And then here, I don't want to stencil two things. I just want to do one, right? And I'm going to take, this is kind of thick, so I'm just going to take a little spatula and make sure it's down here. And this may take 2 coats. Just making sure I don't have any weird little brush strokes in there, but actually this one may do it. Yeah. I love it. So I may put a couple more of these little X's and dashes and dots down through here to fill that out. I think this is good. I need something, I need a few more things right there. I love the bird. The bird's adorable. Grabbing that Distress ink again. Let me see what I want to put here. Needs like a little cluster of something. How about that? How about those three things? Okay, I decided I want this work in progress to pop up a little bit, so I'm going to use heavy gesso. I need that tape again. So same thing, you know, it's raised, oops. I like that a lot better. I need to dry that before I put the stencil back down, so I'll be right back. I'm really liking that effect, so I'm going to take this cottage lace stencil. Just going to do the same thing. I need a different. All right, I just put in all these little pieces of paper to mask out this area here. So this is really just editing, right? It is going back through, seeing what needs to be done, and this needed a little bit of brightness in it. So the heavy gesso works well for that. Or the heavy gesso, I called it heavy gel. I meant gesso. You knew what I meant, right? Kind of mushy. See if I can unmush it. Still kind of mushy. I'm okay with it being a little bit because it's thick. This is kind of a really whimsical piece. You dry these. All right, my friends, I think she's done. I really like her. It's like, you know, it's really wild and whimsical, and there's a lot of movement here, and I love the work in progress because that's certainly what I am. I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but that is definitely what I am. So thank you so much for watching. Please find me over at janebelanteart.com, and please listen to my brand new podcast with my friend Gina Luker called Creatively Curious. You can find that on all platforms. You can also watch the podcast episodes right here on YouTube. Go over to Creatively Curious and subscribe, and we sure would appreciate it. So thank you again, everybody, and I will see you next Friday.